check out our new sponsor, the Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Goodfellow Unboxing at 18% off of all their natural products from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for 18% off. We go. All right, man. I seen an article on Boxing News 24, and Eddie Hearn says Joshua shouldn't take the Ruiz rematch immediately. I seen it earlier in the day. I was going earlier yesterday because I dropped this video Wednesday. I seen it earlier in the day, and he said at the Fight Hub apparently, man. But I was gonna do the live stream about it, but I did it about Earl Canelo when I seen that video pop up. But kind of read off the quotes here, and I'll link the article description and the article link. Once again, I appreciate everybody for checking in. If you haven't, hit the subscribe button, bell icon button, share the videos. He says it's a good chance, said Heard, to Fight Hub when asked, to Fight Hub, excuse me, trying to get comfortable. When asked if there's a high possibility that the Joshua versus Ruiz Jr. Rematch will be taking place in Cardiff. Well, I think Cardiff is the front runner right now. Joshua doesn't care where it is, but he's got to make the decision. I'm not making it for him. Common sense will tell you, but he's better. He is better than away. He says common sense will tell you that here is better than away. But there's an opportunity to go to Madison Square Garden that's interesting as well. We'll be alerting Andy Ruiz's team this week where the fight will be. And right now, Cardiff is certainly the front runner, said Eddie Hearn. All right, and then this is the part right here. He says that they're probably right, but we have a contractual rematch, said Hearn, when told that many boxing fans think Joshua shouldn't be taking an immediate rematch with Ruiz. You don't really get the opportunity to become a world heavyweight champion too often. Could he, should he, or would he have an interim confidence builder? Yeah, maybe. That's not him. He has no interest in that talk. That hasn't even been discussed. What has been discussed is I should have beat Andy Ruiz that night. I performed poorly and I lost the fight. I'm going to beat him next time. I want to be a two-time heavyweight world champion. Give me that fight now. That's the instructions by Anthony Joshua. The training team believes they're the favorite in that fight. It's going to be very, very difficult. But if you're the favorite in the fight to win the unified heavyweight championship, you got to be taking it. And that's where we're at, Eddie Hearn. Now, at the end of the day, I don't look here, man. Anthony Joshua was basically saying that he not sure, and I'm sorry about my reading, I'm cleaning up. That he not sure if he wanted to fight Andy Ruiz again. He don't know in a rematch. He wasn't sure. He wasn't this. He wasn't that. And it's known that they looked to hire Ismael Salas, the Cuban coach, and they wanted Angel Memo Hernandez to be the strength and conditioning coach, but they wanted them to relocate over there. Ismael Salas said he ain't leaving over there. They trained in Kazakhstan, and they done a lot of things. Ismael Salas is calling Vegas home. He's now the trainer of Erislandy Lara as well. So they didn't want to do that. And Angel Memo Hernandez said they even talked to Eddie Hearn, and Eddie Hearn okayed it. So they already tried to delegate to find a new trainer. They already working on new techniques, having them backpedal on the treadmill, doing the Nazim Richardson child thing. I don't think those AJ instructions. Okay, I don't think AJ want to go through that again. This is Eddie Hearn and Barry Hearn and Matchroom written all over it. The stake of their country, the stake of their company is in America at least is at the all-time high. You know what I'm saying? If Anthony Joshua lose and they get the belts over to Wilder, Usyk don't want to fight Wilder, and AJ don't want to fight Wilder. They don't want that fight. You know what I'm saying? They don't want that fight. They don't want Al Haymon controlling the belts. And he right, they got a contractual agreement, but Andy Ruiz don't have to fight him. He can say, I'm injured or I'm not fighting over there. I'm injured. And what he could do is just drop all the belts. He can drop all the belts. And then now AJ got to pick up all 3 belts again. And he said, okay, I don't have the belts. I'll fight you now. If he wanted to be an asshole about the situation. He has leverage. Well, I'm injured. Well, you got to fight your mandatory. Well, you can have the belt. Strip me. Strip me the IBF, strip me the WO, strip me the WBC. The IBF, the WBC, and the WBA guy. Strip me. Okay, I'm ready for the rematch. I don't have it built. Not Eddie Hearn don't have no leverage. Andy Ruiz got to learn this leverage. Oh, I'm injured. I rolled my ankle. Oh, I hurt my back. I strained my back. I pulled a hammy. I can't be ready for that date. And after a while, mandatory come knocking. I don't want the mandatory. You can have that belt. So he got leverage. But at the same time, they not having Anthony Joshua best interest. They not. That's why Eddie Hearn is doing all this, because if he lose 3 of the heavyweight championship belts, then like he said before, he said now every day you get a chance to get for the 3 belts. They don't care if AJ lose, then they company at stake. They gonna just ride with Usyk and try to send Usyk over there and get his mandatory order next. It's a cruel game. Anthony Joshua don't even know he a pawn on that chessboard. He ain't no king or no queen. He's a pawn. He's a foot soldier. The hopes of Matchroom and Matchroom USA and Eddie Hearn relationship with his own rise on Anthony Joshua's shoulders. Oh, Anthony Joshua said, no, we could take an interim belt, but no, I want that fight. You know why they didn't want to take an interim fight? Because Deontay Wilder gonna get that fight. And then, we want our shot versus... No, they don't want their shot versus Wilder. They never wanted to go through what Wilder was going to put them through. He probably knocked Anthony Joshua until tomorrow. Then all of a sudden, Anthony Joshua got to go through Wilder to get the belts if he beat Andy Ruiz. They don't want to take that risk. This is the perfect example of business, take precedence over somebody's health and well-being. Even if they make AJ the favorite, AJ ain't the favorite in this fight unless he go back to the UK. And then again, the drug testing. Everybody gonna have their thoughts about the testing, but like I said, we'll see, man. We'll see. But he said it. I didn't say it. I say it once again. He said it. I didn't say it. Hearn says Joshua shouldn't take the Ruiz rematch immediately. If you know your fighter shouldn't take the rematch immediately, and he need an interim fight, or he need to figure some things out, clear his head, then you don't care nothing about your fighter. You just care about your business. That's all it is. They don't want Wilder to get them belts, and then they don't gonna want the belts no more. Now this is where Eddie Hearn daddy should be going upside AJ daddy should be going upside Eddie Hearn head. Right now, this is where he should be going upside his head. Right now he should be going upside his head. Point blank, period. He don't have your son's best interest. And if your son really did get beat by the Joey DeVaco guy, whatever his name is, and who knocked him out in sparring, then they should have stopped the fight. They should have canceled that fight. If that's the truth, that AJ wasn't mentally stable or physically healthy going into the Ruiz fight, and they forced him to fight, once again, AJ daddy, don't be that guy who waited for your son's health to already be compromised like it was Ruiz. Then you want to jump on Eddie Hearn after the fact. You gonna let Eddie Hearn, do your son again in? You gonna let him fuck your son over again? And then once he get knocked out by Ruiz, y'all blink twice or a year go by and he broke. All the money, all of a sudden he broke. Just like Chris Eubanks Sr. This ain't AJ decision. AJ ain't giving no marching orders. Eddie Hearn got power of attorney over him. He do what Eddie say do and Barry say do. We've been reporting this, that Eddie been cracking the whip on Anthony Joshua. He needs to take control of his career. He not pushing the buttons here. If AJ told him to make this fight happen no matter what, it's because Barry told him or Eddie told him to say that. Or that's what they made up out of thin air. If he get worked again, People think it's a fluke. It wasn't no fluke. Everybody can see this ass whooping, or at least an ass whooping coming. Maybe not Andy Ruiz. AJ been looking bad ever since he fought Vladimir Klitschko. Takam, Parker, All those fights. Povetkin, he was losing that fight in some people's opinion, but hey, it is what it is. Goodfellas Sports TV. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email. We got business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. All the links in the description. Want to make a donation? The links there as well too. Check out our sponsor, The Help Blaze, at thehelpblaze.com. Promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Get you 18% off the 100% all natural products, lotion soaps, foot soaps, bath bombs, much more. Website, promo code description.